look at this. It was incredible. Check out the amount of roots we've pulled out using the American method. It's very similar to traditional air layering, but with a couple of changes that greatly increase the chances of success. So today, I'm going to show you how to clone, duplicate, or make copies of your fruit trees in a very simple way, using things you probably already have at home. So stay tuned because we're starting right now. The first thing we're going to need is a plastic bottle. It can perfectly be a 1-liter bottle, approximately a quarter of a gallon, although you can also use a somewhat larger bottle depending on the thickness of the branch. Now we make a mark at about 10 centimeters, approximately 4 inches, and mark the entire circumference. With a knife or scissors, we cut little by little, following the line we just made. Then we make a vertical cut until we reach the cap area, so that we can easily open our container. And in the end, it should look like this. Now we are going to prepare the cap to adapt it to the branch. To do this, we make a hole in the center, approximately the same thickness as the branch where we are going to perform the layering. It doesn't need to be perfect, we're just looking for it to fit as well as possible to prevent the substrate from escaping later. Once the hole is made, we also make a side cut until we reach the center. This cut will allow us to slightly open the cap and place it around the branch. Now we place the cap on the branch and check that it fits correctly. Once we see that it fits well, we can continue with the next part. Now that we have the container ready, as well as the cap that will go on the bottom, we still need to prepare the top lid. To do this, we're going to cut approximately 2.5 centimeters, about an inch, from the bottom of the same bottle. Then we make a vertical cut until we reach the center and gradually widen the hole, depending on the thickness of the branch we're going to use. It doesn't have to be perfect, we're just looking for the branch to be able to pass through and for the container to be as sealed as possible. Alright, our container is now completely prepared. Now, we're heading to the tree to start our American air layering. So now we're going directly to the branch where we're going to perform our American air layering. The first thing will be to clean the whole area well. We remove the leaves, and if we have any small branch that might get in our way, we remove that too. The ideal thing is to select a branch with some vigor, preferably semi-woody and about 1 centimeter thick, although we can also do it perfectly well on somewhat thinner branches. Now we begin with the layering. We are going to make a first circular cut around the entire branch, and approximately 2.5 centimeters below that, about an inch, we make a second cut exactly the same. For this, you can use a sharp knife or a box cutter, and we're going to do it this way. Once the 2 cuts are made, we completely remove the bark that remains between them. Underneath, we will find a thin, shiny layer, the cambium. We need to scrape this area well with the knife until it is completely removed, and we're going to do it this way. Once we have this area cleaned, now comes the main difference of this method. From the top cut, we are going to make several longitudinal cuts of approximately 2 to 2.5 centimeters, about an inch, distributed around the entire branch. Now, we need to proceed very carefully. Take the tip of your knife and gently, almost imperceptibly, insert it just beneath the surface of the bark. Once you have it positioned, slowly and with great control, begin to lift each of these delicate tabs one by one. Please do not rush this process at all. It is absolutely vital that you take your time, as the most important thing here is to successfully separate each tab from the wood without accidentally breaking or damaging them in the process. Once lifted, we are going to apply a bit of aloe vera around the entire area we just worked on, especially over the cuts and the part we have left exposed. This way, we keep the area moist while we finish preparing our air layer. And now comes the little trick that makes this method different. We are going to use some simple toothpicks. We insert each toothpick under the flaps we just lifted so that the bark doesn't stick completely back to the branch. We repeat exactly the same thing around the entire crown, and we're going to do it this way. Look at how it turns out. The toothpicks keep these small flaps lifted and leave a space between the bark and the wood where the moist substrate will be able to enter later. This is precisely one of the big differences compared to a conventional air layering. Now we just grab a zip tie or any other type of fastener and secure all the flaps at the top to keep them in position. We tighten it well, cut off the excess zip tie, and it should look like this. Do you remember the container we prepared at the beginning of the video? Well, now it's time to go get it, because we're gonna need it now. We open the bottle along the cut we made earlier and place it around the branch, making sure that the entire area we just prepared is completely inside it. Little by little, we adjust it until it's well positioned. Now that we have the container in place, it's time to fill it with the substrate. You can perfectly well use a universal substrate, although ideally, it should be able to retain moisture well while also having good drainage. We fill the bottle little by little, making sure the substrate gets well around the entire area we just prepared, and we do it like this. Once we have the container practically full, it's time to give it a good watering. Using a hose, we gradually wet the entire substrate until we're sure it's completely moist. This first watering is very important, as we want the entire substrate to be well hydrated from the very beginning and to be able to retain that moisture for as long as possible. Now, once we have the entire substrate perfectly moist, we place the top lid that we prepared at the beginning, adjust it around the branch, and close the container tightly, aiming to make our American air layer as sealed as possible. Finally, we are going to use a piece of black plastic or a trash bag to completely cover our air layer. We simply wrap it around the container and close it tightly. With this, we aim to protect the air layer and help maintain a more stable and warmer temperature inside, which is especially useful if we are performing this method in colder areas or seasons. From now on, maintenance will be very simple. From time to time, we will open the plastic and check the moisture of the substrate. If we see it starting to dry out, we just water it again, the same way we did at the beginning. Then we close the plastic back up, and we don't have to do anything else at all. Now all that's left is to give the tree time to start developing its new roots. Well, it's been about 8 weeks since we did our American air layering. And now, let's see what happened. We slowly remove the black plastic and look at that absolute wonder. We can already see a large amount of completely white roots around the container. Just look at the entire root system that it's been able to develop in just a few weeks. Our American air layering has worked perfectly. Now that we have a good amount of roots, it's time to separate our new tree from the mother plant. To do this, we simply cut the branch from the bottom of the layering and take it to our workbench. Now we carefully remove the container, trying not to damage any of the new roots. Look at this, it's wonderful. Now we prepare a pot of approximately 10 or 11 liters, about 2.5 to 3 gallons, which will be more than enough for this first stage. We fill it with a good substrate. If possible, we can use the same type of substrate that we use to make our layering. We place our new tree in the center and finish filling it up. Once transplanted, we give it a generous watering so that all the substrate is perfectly moist. And now comes something very important. For approximately the first 10 days, we're going to keep our new tree in a shaded area or in indirect light, protected from strong sun. to help it adapt after separating it from the mother plant. After that period, we can gradually move it to its final location. And that's it. As you've just seen, with a single branch and this simple method, we can get a completely independent new fruit tree. Now, I'd like to know one thing. Which fruit tree would you try this American air layering on? Let me know down in the comments. And if you have any questions about the process or want to know the best time to do it in your area, you can also ask me, and I'll be happy to help you. If you've learned something new, give me a big like, share this video with that person who loves fruit trees, and if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel because we'll keep sharing methods like this. A big hug, and as always, I'll see you in the next video.